Okay. I should go back.
Rise, please.
Come on up. What's your name?
Daniel Barrera.
Let me find you. Not seeing you on the docket. Sure was today, huh?
It was today at 1:30.
Just have to have a seat, and when she comes back in, she can look it up on the system. I'm not. Did you have an attorney?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just have a seat till she gets back in, please. And so Mr. Nystrom, I may need to have you look up somebody until Karina gets in. What was your name again?
Daniel Barrera.
There's a Daniel Barrera who's here, but I don't have him on the docket. So
Okay. Hello. Hello.
hello, who do I got?
Jarek.
What's your name again?
Jarek Stamps.
Stamps. Okay, let me find you. All right, so Mr. Stamps, what did you want to do today with your case?
Sir,
What did you want to do today with your case?
what do you mean?
Okay. You think about what you want to do and we'll get back with you.
Wait.
Judge, what was the name of the person that's in the courtroom right now again?
Is it Barrera? Daniel? Daniel Barrera?
Hmm. Let's see this one.
And say, who's the person listed as Jay Woods? I see a Jay Woods on the screen. Who is that?
No.
And then the message is unmute.
Hello?
Okay, I see a Jay Woods. Who is that?
This is Derek Stamps.
So it stamps you're listed as Jay Woods.
Yes, sir. I'm on my cousin's laptop.
Okay. All right. So just be thinking what you want to do, and then we'll get back to you.
I would like
I
to
got somebody. Okay, I got somebody else that's 979 and ends in 045. Who is that?
That's me, John Nisham.
John Nisham. Okay. All right. So Mr. Nisham, so you have a motion to revoke case. What did you want to do today?
Well, the reason the motion came to revoke, I've done everything. I've finished my community service. I did my assessment. I just finished the class, the VWI intervention class on Monday. I have the certificate. I haven't dropped off.
Okay.
I
So let's
finished
see,
that.
wait a second. We got Mr. Andrews with the probation department. Can you double check? Has John Nisham done everything he's supposed to do?
Much better. We did a drug test on him last time he was in a couple of weeks.
But I can't hear what you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
Just barely.
Is that any better?
No.
You need to turn up your microphone volume in your settings.
Okay, so,
Can you
excuse
hear
me?
me? I'm trying to.
Did we have Mr. Nisham just call the office directly and then get back?
I'm here.
I know, but I'm trying to find out from the probation department if you've done everything you're supposed to do.
Oh, okay. Well, what number would I call? The probation department or what?
Let's see if he's able to answer the question.
Can you hear me yet, Judge?
Now, let me give you the number and call them directly at 979-865-5656.
Five six five six.
And then
Yes.
get back with us and let us know if there's something yet to be done.
Okay. I'll call them right now.
Okay, so Miss Dunn, I see Marissa Dunn. You can unmute. You can unmute yourself.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, so Miss Dunn,
Hear me when I'm
what did you want to do today with your case?
I'm not entirely sure how all this works. I am on probation and I had a lawyer to help me out through it all. So I'm not really sure.
Okay, well, you have, this case is an assault case. And so you can either talk to the district attorney's office about the case, you can hire an attorney, or you could fill out the request for a court-appointed attorney if you're indigent.
Okay. Can I fill out a request for a court-appointed lawyer, please?
So when we get, just sort of stand by, we should have somebody from the clerk's office on here and they'll get with you and give you the information about how to get that form.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, so just stand by.
Yes.
Hello?
Okay, so Mr. Stamps, what did you want to do today?
Okay, so I spoke to the DA about, I don't really know how this works either, but I spoke to the DA about dismissing the case. Because it was all an accident, like a misunderstanding, an accident,
Okay.
and
so-
nobody, they didn't press charges.
Okay, I mean, right now, there's a case filed. The district attorney's office is involved in this hearing. So Mr. Nystrom, it's Jarek Stamps has an assault case. And I don't know if you heard him, he said he talked to somebody in the DA's office and they were thinking about dismissing it. So do you know who you talked to, Mr. Stamps?
Ben's.
To who?
Ben.
Okay, so Ben's here. So Mr. Nystrom, what do you got to add?
I'm here, Judge. I do remember talking with Mr. Stamps' mother. They said they were going to come up and talk to the court about either hiring an attorney or getting a court-appointed attorney.
But when we came, they sucked us to this. They wouldn't let us in. Let me know.
Okay, so that's what the DA's office is saying, Mr. Stamps?
Sir? Yes, sir, I heard you.
Okay, so what did you want to do today?
I don't know how all this works, honestly. I want to dismiss it.
Okay, the DA's office said they asked you to do some things and they were not done, so it's not being dismissed.
And they sent us off.
My mom said that we had went up there. Well, we went up there and they didn't let us come.
Because of some personal issues or whatever's going on at the court, the officer at the door turned me away and said that I had to call in order to speak to someone. I couldn't come inside the court, inside the building at all.
Okay, we need to know what do you want to do today? Do you want to hire an attorney or represent yourself?
Yes, sir. We
With
want information on the court-appointed attorney.
Okay, you'll need to hold on until you get somebody from the clerk's office and then you can talk to them.
Okay.
Just stay on. Okay, let's see who else we got. Martinez?
Yes. Martinez here.
Okay. So you also have a motion to adjudicate. So you've got some of the probation officers here. Status Mark Martinez.
Okay.
And you're still muted there, Mr. Tiger.
No, I'm sorry. Here I am.
Okay. Is that
Yeah, no,
better?
talking to the probation department now.
Okay. So for Mark Martinez, the probation side of his obligations have been completed. He only owes the clerk.
Okay. So Mr.
And they're
Martinez,
just waiting for him to pay.
okay. So it sounds like you still owe money to the clerk's office. How much could you pay a month toward that?
I've been paying $100 a month, and I've been paying more if I had the extra cash.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll reset your case. And just keep paying and then we'll monitor it. So can you write down this email address?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's CCL, like Charles Lincoln, AustinCounty.com.
CCL at austincounty.com.
Right. So you need to send an email to that address, put your name in the subject line.
Okay.
And say you're requesting this be reset to May 5th at 1:30.
May 5th at 1:30.
Right. And then, I'm sorry. All right, sorry, May 6th, May 6th.
May 6th, okay. Yes, sir.
May 6th at 1:30. And then you send that right now. And when you get a response, a reply email, then it'll be reset. And then just keep paying and we'll review it again on May 6th.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so like I said, now send that email. Don't leave until you get a response.
Okay, hopefully I'll go ahead and send it.
Okay, let's go back to Mr. Nystrom.
Your Honor, can we ask Mr. Martinez to mute his microphone while this is pending? I can't really hear anything over his background noise.
Okay, so
That's better.
what did you find out with Mr. I keep forgetting his name.
It's right here. He was
And he had 2 resets in the computer, one for today, one for March 4th, and it looks like the clerk's office put him on the docket for March 4th. I think his case, I don't have it in front of me to look at, but it's probably one of these cases that's potentially set to be dismissed. I think it's just a traffic appeal.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so come on up here. So do you have email address? What's your email? Wait a second. DANIEL. Okay, so again, March 4th, is that?
March 4th.
Is that in the morning?
Yes, it should be.
Okay. I don't have his cause. If you could write his cause number, then you'll come sign this, and then and when we come back on March 4th, it'll be like this, where there's an email where you have to check in, but she'll give you a copy of that.
Your Honor, if you could ask him to just call us before his next court date to confirm the status of his case, because again, it's a traffic appeal. By all intents and purposes, it looks like it's set to be dismissed.
Okay. So there's a phone number. We'll give you a copy of this. On that, there's a DA's office number. So just call them before the 4th, and then they can confirm whether or not you even have to come back. Okay, I don't know if we call to Laura and see.
You're gonna be on.
Okay, so see Cody Davis.
All right, now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is, I think, is one of your first settings. What did you want to do with your case today? Can
What are the options?
you can talk to the DA's office about your case. You can hire an attorney or make an application for a court-appointed attorney.
The application for the court appointment.
Okay, so as soon as we get somebody from the clerk's office.
Don't forget, signed on judge.
Okay, so just have to stand by till we get the clerk in here, and then we'll get that coordinated between the two of you.
All right.
Okay, so who is Nokia 3.1?
Darrell Thomas, sir.
Let me find you on here. Thomas, hold on. Okay, so Mr. Thomas, you have charged with a false statement to a police officer. What did you want to do with your case today?
Well, I need a court-appointed lawyer, sir.
Okay, so as soon as we get the clerk's office connected with this and have you talk to them and see about getting the form for a court-appointed attorney. So you get that filled out. They'll probably mail it to you. You have to sign it and send it back.
Yes, sir.
So just hold on till we can get them involved.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay. Okay, so we have somebody who's 979, last number is 693.
That's George Reyes, sir.
What was the last name?
Reyes, R-E-Y-E-S.
All right, let me find you, hold on. Okay, so Mr. Reyes, what did you want to do with your case today? And let me ask
I'm requesting a reset. I'm trying to save money up for a lawyer.
Okay, so about how much time do you anticipate you'd need?
Couple months.
Okay, so we'll reset you for May the 6th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what we need you to do now, is we give you an email address and you send an email requesting a reset to May the 6th at 9 o'clock. And then when they reply to that, then you'll be reset.
Okay.
Okay, so let me give you the address. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's CCL, like County Court of Law,
CCL
correct, at austincounty.com.
at austincounty.com. Okay.
Okay, so send that email and don't leave us until you get the response so you can confirm it.
Judge, I think Sylvia's in the waiting room. There she is.
Okay, I sent.
Okay, so just as soon as we get it, she'll reply, and as soon as you get that reply, then you're good.
Okay.
Let's see, who else we're waiting for? I guess Mr. Garvey, I think you'd have one person. You have Billy Joe Jordan. Whoop. Mr. Garvey, if I can get you to unmute. All right. So, Mr. Garvey, I think you have Billy Joe Jordan.
Yeah, Mr. Jordan is right here, Judge.
Okay. So what did you want to do today, Mr. Garvey?
Judge, if I could have a few minutes to talk to Mr. Jordan, I can come back to the court.
Sounds good.
I can tell you what's going on.
Okay.
There's an offer that's been made.
Okay. Real good. Just go ahead and talk to him. Okay. Is anybody else out there that we haven't spoken with or we're waiting for an email?
I'm waiting for my email still.
Okay. Okay.
So will I get it?
Well, did you send it? You sent the email here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right then. Okay. It probably just, sometimes it takes a little bit for it to get up here. As soon as it gets here, she'll reply. And as soon as you get that reply, then you're good to go for today.
I'm also still waiting for my email.
Okay. Same thing. We just haven't gotten it arrived yet.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
Just waiting on the clerk so I can get the information for.
Yeah. And for getting with the clerk, I don't know why they're having trouble connecting, but as soon as they connect, we'll start sending you to talk to her.
Your Honor, I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I talked to the DA when all this was happening. It wasn't Travis Kane, but I can't remember. I think, like I said, I'm not really familiar with this. I think it was a prosecutor. And he said that he was aware that I was on probation currently and that he talked to my probation officer and that he was going to try to just get my probation extended. I haven't heard anything back from him because he said that after I go to court, I can either get a lawyer or I can go back and talk to him.
Okay.
But
and that's totally your call. You know,
Okay.
once you get an attorney, the attorney will talk to the DA's office.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So, okay. And does
You send the email.
Nick, did you know there's this one too?
I never put my glasses on too tight. Like if I push them up, it hurts. There's a pimple when I do my glasses like this. It hurts. The email
That's cute. How does it know?
I hear somebody put peekaboo with.
That's cute. Peekaboo.
Judge, while we're waiting, can you put me in a breakout room briefly with one of the probation officers?
Judge, I don't know if you can hear me. I think you're muted.
Oh no, I just hit the volume button again. I have to learn this. I've never used it before. So I learned to tap on the screen and press unmute, and it didn't work at first. So I hit the volume key. So now I can hear y'all. Sorry. The judges asked me to swipe right or left so I could be with y'all instead. They had another matter. Why can't I hear y'all?
All right. So Marissa Dunn, can you hear me?
Oh, shoot.
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, did you get that message to go into a breakout room?
Would it just pop up on my screen, or is there a location on here that I gotta go to?
I don't know the answer. There should be a message that pops up to join a breakout room.
I did not get it, Your Honor.
What is it? Yeah, we go there and then we go back to her. So Melissa's done. Three more there, and then do move to two again.
Okay, Miss Dunn, did you see it? We tried to send it again. Need to unmute, Miss Dunn.
Sorry. No, sir, I did not see anything. Nothing popped up. And I went to my chat log to see if there is a link right there or anything, and there's nothing there. And nothing popped up on my screen.
Laura, I need to know if Laura got a message to join room two breakout room, and if so, did she go to room two? She said she didn't get a message, so it's out that. Let me see it. Go ahead and exit the whole thing out. Okay, bye.
Okay, so good. Try it again. Now, I don't see Laura here anymore, so I bet she got the message.
She said they said she didn't. See, because last time, okay, that's what happened. I don't know what happened the other time, but it's add a room. Let's see. Assign. No, I don't want to do that. Go to assign. Click who you want to assign. So it was Marissa. Hold on. These two.
Laura and Marissa.
Okay. And then open all rooms.
Okay, got it just now.
Okay, so see if you can get in there. You'll talk to the clerk. Again, give the clerk a mailing address, email, and a phone number.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
And
Thank
then,
you. Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Yeah,
Judge, I hate to interrupt,
Wait a
but
second,
your invitation is coming to me.
Yeah, the invitation seems to be going to everybody, Judge.
Trying to hold on.
Do I go ahead and click join still?
And I tell you, while you're there, let me give you a date to just reset to.
Me, sir?
Oh, have you also reset to April 22nd.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
I don't know how these other people got in room 1.
22nd. So again, what'll happen, you'll give all that to the clerk, get that signed, get it back to her, we'll get you an attorney, and then you and the attorney will probably get a notice to come back to court, the same thing on April 22nd.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know how everybody got into room 1. Did you, I was running around. Did you see what happened to get into room 1? Everybody into room 1?
No, no.
They asked me to come back into this room. I was in the breakout room, so I'm back waiting on the clerk.
You can exit without this still in the breakout. Just because they got the invitation doesn't mean they were in the breakout room.
I didn't see how the group everybody got into breakout room 1.
Okay, so
Don't
let's see.
exit out of
So is that Mr. Thomas? Are you the Nokia 3.1?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we want to send him to that room also.
To the same room?
Yeah. Drawers there. So the same thing is you're going to go to the clerk. You give the clerk a mailing address, an email, and a phone number. And she's going to send you this form to request a court-appointed attorney. And then we'll send you that form and send you the court date, but it'll be on April 22nd.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just
He's
hang on until you give this to the clerk.
Okay.
So he just got asked to join.
So just, Mr. Thomas, let us know when you got that message to join.
Ask Ben. Can you hear me, Ben?
You got it.
Yes.
Can you go into the, if you were asked to go into breakout room 1, tell everybody to leave breakout room 1. There's Cody Davis, Joseph Huddle. And
I went in there and I asked them to leave. I had assumed that mass invite was not meant for everyone. I was invited to it. I think probation was invited.
They're still
to
in
it.
there.
There should be a request option. I can't go back into it. I don't think I can. Oh, I think I can. I'm going to go into the room and ask them to leave again.
Option would be is to close all breakout rooms and start.
Yeah. Well then, so is Jarek Stamps still out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so are you the one that's showing up as Jay Woods?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so again, we're going to send you to a room, and you'll see the county clerk, and you want to give the county clerk mailing address, email address, and a phone number, and then we'll mail you the form for a court-appointed attorney. So you're going to fill that out and send it back.
Okay.
Okay, but then you'll be reset to April 22nd, but you'll get that sent by an email.
Okay.
So how do we get Mr. Woods in there then?
Go to Mr. Woods wherever he's at, and then go up to next to his name where it says Mr. Woods, and then move to 3. I've got Jorge Reyes's. I'm fixing that reply. It just says request reset. It doesn't have any information.
Okay. So is Mr. Reyes still there? So he's got to do that again.
I'll reply and tell him that.
Yeah. Is Jorge Reyes still there? I still show Mr. Stamps is still here. Tried to send him to that room.
Judge, Mr. Jorge Reyes is on a phone. He doesn't appear to have an option to leave the breakout room, but he's just waiting on an email confirmation for a reset.
Yeah, and the message to him was to send an email requesting the reset to May 6th at 9 o'clock. He sent an email that said, I want to reset. So we're trying to get with him to tell him what he sent is not good enough. He's got to do it again.
I will go back to the room and let him know.
All right.
He doesn't appear to have an option to leave the breakout room via phone. I don't know if you have an option to make him leave.
I have a hard enough time sending people there. I'm not going to try to get them back. Let's see. Okay, I see Mr. Hundle is there. So Mr. Hundle, if I can get you to unmute. Have to get you to unmute, Mr. Hundle. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Hundle, you're here on a motion to adjudicate. Have some of the probation officers are here too. Hear from, I guess, probation. What's the status of Mr. Hundle?
So on Mr. Huddle, he's here for a motion to revoke. At the time we did his motion to revoke, he was behind on fees, but he has paid them in full. So basically what's left is him testing positive for illegal substances and alcohol.
All right. So what is Mr. Nystrom, what does the DA's office want to do with Mr. Hundle?
Judge, I think he went back to the breakout room to get everybody out.
Mark Martinez is good to go.
Okay, so Mr. Martinez, if you can hear me, if you can unmute. Mr. Martinez.
You talking to me?
Now, Mr. Martinez.
Oh, sorry.
Oop. Yeah, he's
Sir?
gone.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Mr. Hundle?
If I may. I was talking to Greg Clemens. He said he wasn't going to represent me for the this next part of the case.
Right.
And I went ahead and gave him a call and discussed it with him. And he said if given enough time to bring up a certain amount of money, then he can and will represent me throughout the rest of the case.
Okay. Well, then you want to reset this and to hire Mr. Clements?
If you will do that for me, I would truly appreciate it.
Okay, so what we need you to do is going to send us an email. I'll give you the email address if you can see this.
Okay. Can you give me a sec? Or I'll screenshot it. All right, tell you what. I'll go ahead and give him a call and send y'all an email after we're done with the Zoom meeting.
You just, need to send us an email requesting a reset. Yeah, before you leave, don't leave. So you can say you want to request this be reset to April 22nd at 9 o'clock.
April 22nd.
At 9 o'clock.
Okay. At 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so send us that email. Don't leave until when we get it, then we'll reply. When you get the reply, then you're good to go.
April 22nd, right?
April 22nd at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Put that in the email.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have a question. This is Jared Stamps. Am I supposed to be in here?
If I may.
Let me see. So Mr. Stamps, did you get with the clerk?
No, sir.
Okay. He's Jay Woods. We're trying to get you with the clerk.
What else does Lori need to do after she gets their name, address, phone number?
You tell them they're done. They can. So how do we get Mr. Woods into the?
Okay, you have a breakout room.
I'm sorry, did you call for me, Judge?
Well, we're trying to get you into this room here. He's the one that says Jay Woods not joined.
So he had a message to join, he did not.
Sure. Can I do it again?
You're gonna move back to room 1, and then moving back to room 2. I mean 3.
All right, so Mr. Stamps, we're gonna try again.
Woods. or is that stamped?
Okay.
So you should get a message to say join a breakout room.
I haven't got it yet.
Yeah, he's still up here on the screen.
It's showing he's just not joining. It shows that the invite to go to the breakout room is sent. He just hasn't joined. He's got to do something on his part. He can't just think it's gonna.
No, okay. So the last time I got sent one to the room 1, I guess, and it popped up on my screen, and I clicked it, and I just joined.
Okay.
I'm not getting anything.
Did it come back again to do it again?
No, sir.
Judge, if he's already been assigned to that breakout room, which if it's breakout room he's trying to go to, the only person in there is Mr. Reyes. But if he needs to go back into that room, down at the bottom of the screen is an option to select breakout rooms.
Yeah,
Again,
we took him out of 1 and tried to send him to 3.
Ah, okay. He may, if he clicks on breakout rooms, it may show which ones he's assigned to.
Breakout room 3, I see.
Okay, yeah, try joining that. All right, he's there.
And then Mr. Reyes is still in breakout room 1. He says he sent back an email confirming the date, so he's just waiting on a response.
When we get that, we'll reply. Okay, so Mr. Hundle, did you send an email?
Not quite yet, sir. I was looking for a pen and a piece of paper. I've gotten it so far. I wrote down the month and day and the time, and I was going to ask if you could give me that email address one more time, please.
Sure.
All right, at austincounty.com, right?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Judge, on Jorge,
Morning.
I sent back an email saying he was to put the date and time to reset him to. Only then will I reset him. He replied with nothing in the email.
Okay, so I guess just to let Mr. I don't know, Mr. Nystrom, if you heard that. So we replied to Mr. Reyes, say he needed to put the date and time in the email, and he hit reply.
He's having some technical difficulties. Judge, would it be all right if I kind of serve as an intermediary here and email him and copy Karina on it with the date and have him confirm that way?
As long as we get something, that shows Jorge Reyes' email where he's confirming May 6th at 9 o'clock as his new court date.
All right, I'll communicate with him.
All right, Ted. Mr. Garvey, we can go back to you on Billy Jordan.
Yeah, Judge, we tried to work out a pre-deal. I've responded to Travis's email, and I actually tried to chat Mr. Nystrom, but I guess he didn't see it. Because we're almost in agreement. We just had one thing that we couldn't agree on. And it's a monetary thing. And so basically I'm waiting to hear back from either Travis, Brandy, or Ben.
Okay.
Because I did a chat to Ben and I forwarded the email from Travis that I responded to Ben.
Okay, well, and even if y'all work it out, in the next 15 minutes, unless it's a dismissal or something, I don't know what the negotiation is.
No, Judge. What I was going to follow up with saying, can I request a reset to next week?
The right one. Like.
Yeah, if we could have a reset to next week, we can get this resolved, Judge.
Okay, so you want to reset it to the 18th?
Yes, sir.
All right, so if you just send an email up here to Karina saying you're requesting it be reset to February 18th, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Calvin, we got your email. We'll get that written up and have that. Again, what date was that, Judge?
February 18th at 9 o'clock.
We'll get the paperwork going. We got 2 others for you, Calvin, on felonies that we're working on as well. So we'll try to coordinate all 3 of those with you.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ron. Mr. Jordan is here, Judge.
Okay, so just like I said, just make sure you send that email to Ms. Lozano.
Okay.
Okay, so we finally got a good email from Jorge Reyes. but I don't see him anymore. So
He's still in the room. I'll let him know.
so we got it. So he's good to go.
So did you join?
This is Mark Martinez. I have received my email.
You got the thing, a reply from the court saying it's all approved?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay. All right, so that's all we need from you, Mr. Martinez, so you can leave.
Okay, thank you.
What? That's fine. That's fine. Join the Zoom right now. Thanks, bye. Larissa Duran.
See, yes, remind me who is with the address of Cody Davis.
What was that, sir?
Who's the person that has the Cody Davis address?
That's my grandmother,
Okay, what's your name?
Cody Davis.
Okay. Okay, so were you ever able to get with the clerk about getting that form?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll try it again. So you should
All
get, we could send you something to go to a breakout room.
All right.
Okay, so I'm clicking on breakout room. Okay, so it says not joined.
Move to. Breakout room 3. And now he needs to join.
Okay, so Mr. Davis, you should get a message to join a room.
And you need to put back on recording. I want you to watch it.
That's right.
Okay, also, Clarissa is trying to get in. Clarissa Duran. She's been having problems. Is there anybody in the waiting room? I can't see.
Wonder if she's a Zoom user. Well, while we're waiting, so Mr. Hundle, have you sent that email?
I think you need to put admit all because I don't know what is you have them in room 2 now somehow. They got to get.
Okay, so let's see, so Mr. Hundle, have you sent that email?
Hi, hello.
Okay, and who's speaking there?
Yes, sir. It's Clarissa Duran. I'm sorry. I'm actually like in my work uniform right now.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Let me find you on here. Okay, so Mr. Duran, you have a charge, criminal charge here in Austin County. What did you want to do with your case today?
Honestly, I haven't spoken to my attorney on the case. I chose a court appointed, but nobody's reached out to me. And then when I called the county, they said that they would be reaching out to me, but I haven't got an email just from doing the via Zoom.
Okay, so what we're going to do is connect you now to the clerk.
Yes,
and
sir.
you're going to need to give the clerk a mailing address, your email address, and a phone number. And so they're going to send you that form to request a court-appointed attorney. So you fill that out and return it, and then we'll reset your case for April 22nd.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. So again, fill that form out, send it back, and then you'll get another email about April 22nd.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, so just hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so she was Zoom user.
I've not gotten anything from Hundle.
Okay.
And I've been pushing through.
Mr. Hundle, have you sent that email?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have.
We just have not gotten it yet.
I'll go ahead and double check it.
Okay. Okay, so Miss Porter. Okay, Miss Porter, can you hear us?
Oh, we didn't send.
She won't be able to hear anything until her audio connects, Judge.
Okay.
Can you hear me now, Judge? Judge, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's wait till Miss Porter connects so she can hear also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
When you're sending people to breakout room before, is that for the purpose of getting information to send them a form for
Mr. Andrews, your microphone is just really quiet. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what you're
I'm trying
using.
to turn everything up. I don't know what.
Mhm.
We'll figure that out later.
Joseph Handel? He's applying now.
Judge, did Clarissa Dunn have a lawyer already appointed to her? I don't show we filed her case yet.
She did not have an attorney. She's going to request a court-appointed attorney.
Okay. We'll be filing her case today or tomorrow.
Okay. Let's see if I can take care of Mr. Hundle. Okay, Mr. Hundle? You're muted, Mr. Hundle.
Okay, I apologize.
Okay, no problem. Okay, we got your email and the response has been set. So again, we'll do the same thing on April 22nd, but you're going to get Mr. Clements, right?
I do believe so. Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's all for today. You can take off.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
I'm still trying to get Miss Porter connected to audio. Hey, Miss Porter, can you hear us? Can you hear me?
That's not her, Judge. That's another.
It says Jacayla Porter is connecting to audio.
That's her mother.
Well, I'll tell you what, while we're waiting, at one time we had John Neesham here. Did he?
Yes, sir. I'm waiting. He's supposed to be emailing me his DWI certificate. I haven't received it yet. That was the last thing he needed to finish.
Okay.
So I don't know if I just want to reset him. He's pretty much back in compliance there.
Veronica Mitchell, anybody heard from her? And she's the one that was not here last time, so I'll just we forfeited her bond last time, and she said she was going to be here today, so we held off on the warrant, so we'll just issue that warrant. Volley Seymour.
Judge Seymour is going to be rejected.
Okay. Okay. Anybody have a telephone number for Miss Porter? I can see her, but there's something wrong since she hasn't been able to connect the whole time.
Yeah, and that's not her.
Anybody with probation have Jacayla Porter's phone number?
Yes, sir. I have it on file.
Okay. You want to call and
I will try to call him.
So you haven't gotten an email from Mr. Garvey?
Nope.
Okay, so Mr. Garvey was still just came in.
I'm Billy Joe Jordan.
Billy Joe Jordan to February 18th at 9 o'clock.
And I will apply right now.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Garvey, we got yours, Mr. Jordan. So you're good to go.
Calvin, did you have another case?
Judge, the number I have is no good for her. It's been disconnected.
Okay. Now, since it says she's connecting to audio, can she still see me? Anybody know?
I don't know, but I can.
I mean, we can see her, so probably.
She's not looking at the screen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
Can someone text her, send her a chat message or something?
no, we can't.
I don't have a good phone
Well,
number. The one I have
we
is
can try.
disconnected.
I can get her to look at the screen. I'll hold up the phone number. Miss Porter.
Okay, Judge, that's the only case I have. We're gonna exit.
All right, real good. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I sent her a direct message through Zoom.
Tell her if she just look at the screen.
Oh, and until she does, she won't see my message. And I hadn't actually seen Miss Porter in that. I saw her mother.
Well, if somebody would look in the screen, I'd give them the message. All right.
Get her phone number.
Or if you can talk to somebody, if she would just look at the screen.
Hey, look, hey, Andrea.
Looking at Jacalus Porter, I wonder if this is what happens when you die. You just kind of, you see a bright light at the end of the hall.
Judge, you could remove her and then maybe she would see that and come back on.
Yeah, I'm not counting on that. There, she just looked. She's on the phone now. Just
She's on the phone with Andrea. And
tell Andrea to get her to look at the screen.
I texted Maria, tell Andrea to tell her the screen. It's backwards.
How come it's backwards?
Didn't it look like it?
It did look backwards. How come if I hold the email up there, it's fine, but the phone number is not?
No, the email is backwards too.
Judge, it was not backwards. It was fine.
Oh, okay.
No, that looks fine.
Somebody in this courtroom is backwards. That's the trouble.
Oh, because
It's not your sign. It's not backwards.
Because we're looking at it projected from the computer slide.
Do we know who she's talking to?
Andrea.
Judge, I just spoke with Woodrow Porter, who is about 2 minutes out of the house right now, and he's going to try to go inside and tell him to call us.
Or if you
assuming he's going to the same house where Jacala Porter is. He thinks he is.
Are you on the phone? Did you hear first? Yes.
Or just tell her that, oh, that's the probation department.
They gave her, Andrea said she's off the phone already, but you need to call 865-5656.
Okay, so
Excuse me,
apparently,
Judge.
yeah.
That's Jacayla's mom that's talking to Robert right now on the phone.
Okay. You may want to, if you get a message to them, to try to get a valid phone number.
Okay.
Okay, so while probation is talking to Ms. Porter's representative, still got John Neesham.
He was here.
I know, but he left. Veronica Mitchell. That's it. So I just that's all I shows left is those two.
Is Mr. Neesham still in a breakout room somewhere? If we go to breakout rooms, can you see that we're in breakout rooms?
It says on there, not joined. Can you see the screen, Mr. Nystrom?
No, I don't know what you're looking at, Judge.
Okay, I hit breakout rooms and it came up with that window with breakout rooms.
I'll text it to Lisa.
Let me see what happens if I'll try sending him to 3 and maybe they'll tell him to do something. But like I said, when I think he was sent to 1 and then I tried sending him to again and it says, Robert Andrews. That's Andrews. I meant, where did he go? All right, so is that Jacayla Porter we're looking at?
Yes, Judge, that's Jacayla. And Robert somehow got put in a breakout room. Robert, leave the room. Judge, he's coming back.
Okay. Okay, so Mr. Andrews, what's the plan here with Jacayla Porter?
Well, she just owes fees, Judge. I've got a good phone number from her now, but they can't. Oh, there she is. Can you see her?
I can see her, but she needs to put the phone up to her ear, I guess.
Jacayla, we can see you now, but we cannot hear you. Or can you? Yeah.
I don't think they can hear us through the Zoom.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us on your computer, or are you just hearing me on the phone? Okay, she can't hear us.
Yeah, there should be an option for them to connect via audio, or they're having internet issues such that they won't be able to. And that's not something we can diagnose from here, I don't think.
Judge, she still owes money. That's her main issue. She owes $270 to probation, $166.28 to the court. Any chance, any idea when y'all might be able to pay some of this money? You're asking for 1 month? Are you saying, can you pay next month? She's asking if they can have one more month.
So one more month to try to get everything paid?
Can you pay the whole balance or just portion of that? You're gonna try to pay the whole balance? That's 270 plus 166.28. Okay.
Does she think she can get paid by March 2nd?
The judge is asking if you can pay that by March 2nd. She said, yes, sir. She said, yes, sir.
All right, so is there somebody there that can send us an email to confirm the reset to March 2nd at 1:30?
Okay. Do anybody there have a good email address where you can send an email to the judge? Do you send it to her, Judge, or do they send you something?
We want to get something from her, so we'll show that she acknowledges the court date is March 2nd at 1:30.
Okay. Okay, you need to send an email to this, what's that email address, Judge? Hold on. Can you see the screen? That's the email you need to send to the judge. Are you looking at the screen? CCL@austincounty.com. Okay, can you write it down? Judge, do you want me to, I'm going to give them that email address. Do you want me to keep them on until you get that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll reply to it to confirm we got it. That one I'm.
Okay, it's CCL at CCL@austincounty.com. Okay, and you need to send that now because the judge is waiting to get that from you, saying that Jacayla Porter is going to come to court on March 2nd at 1:30. CCL@austincounty.com. You need to send it now because he's waiting on it.
Is the person that just connected Gaskin?
That's for the, probably the 3 o'clock.
Are you for the 3 o'clock case? Just muted.
Because Jordan Barker is there as well. So
Yeah.
AustinCounty.com. Yep.
Muted. Yeah, muted.
This is a gentleman that just came in from, I guess, Renee Gaskin. Let me just get you to unmute. Okay. So are you here for the case at 3 o'clock?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. We're finishing up a few things and we'll get back to you closer to 3.
Okay, I'll mute it back. I apologize.
No problem. No problem. I guess while probation is still here.
They're still trying to figure out their email, Judge. It'll be a minute.
Okay. And did you have any communication with John Neesham?
He's supposed to be sending me an email with his DWI certificate. That was his last condition to complete, but I haven't received it.
Well, I guess we could send him an email, or I don't know if we have a phone number. We can call him and say he's not done until we get that.
Yeah, I told him. I did tell him that. Yes, can you hear me? Did y'all send that? No, I don't want your email. You need to send an email to the judge.
John. Yeah, either come back online or if you could just talk to him, that would be the. Did you get a phone number? Yeah, tell him that he's supposed to contact. Let me mute myself here.
Judge, they said they sent that email. You're muted.
It has not arrived yet, but as soon as we get it, we'll let you know, and you can tell them.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody else we need to run through on the docket, Judge?
We're still trying to track down John Neesham, but I think that's it. John Neesham, and then getting the email from the porters.
Okay. So I guess the ones that were sent off to the room with Laura, they got all their stuff squared away.
I think so.
Okay. Judge, they are trying their best. Has there been any email come in from Ms. Porter?
Have we got anything? Not yet.
Okay.
He says he still hasn't received it. The judge has not received your email. Yeah, and they said they got you on the phone too.
The father does, yes.
Okay.
He doesn't know how to use email. I don't know that they know how to use email.
What is their email?
Can you confirm their email, Mr. Anders?
Yeah. Can you give me your email address? Whoever we can send an email to. You don't know how to do that? You don't know nobody there has an email address? I said, does anybody there have a good email address that we could use? She knows her email, but she doesn't know how to use it.
So where do the Porters live?
Sealy.
They want to just tell them to come up here before 5 o'clock and they can sign a reset.
Okay, the judge said you can come up to the courthouse before 5 o'clock and sign the reset. Be up there before 5 o'clock today. Okay? All right.
Just, I guess,
yes, sir.
You still have them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just tell them now if they don't show up by 5 o'clock, then there might be a warrant issued for her arrest.
Okay, did you hear that? If you're not there by 5, then they could issue a warrant for your arrest. So you need to be up there by 5 before 5 o'clock today. Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay.
All right. So I think John Neesham was here, but didn't do what he was supposed to. The phone number we have is not valid anymore.
Let me look. Can I look him up right quick?
Judge, if I may, I have Gwendolyn Hayes. She's with Tequila Porter right now. What is it that you're asking them to do?
Just send us an email confirming her court date is going to be reset to March 2nd at 1:30.
And I I really don't think they're going to be able to send an email. Can they come up and physically sign a reset form?
Yeah, that's what Mr. Andrews told them to do. Come up here today before 5 o'clock and they can sign a reset.
Okay.
Yes.
Judge Lee's office, also kind of put it now. You were supposed to, if this message is from Mr. Nation, John Nation, you were supposed to provide information to the probation department, and that hasn't been done.
I've told her as well now.
Judge, can you hear me? I have John Neesham on the phone.
All right.
He's going to try to resend me that PWI certificate.
Okay, and if you get that, then what are you going to recommend happen to the?
Well, his case expires in April. Probably just, if it's okay with the district attorney's office, just, let it expire back and I guess dismiss the MTR.
Okay. All right, so
But
just tell him.
that's up to the DA, sir.
Okay, so I guess just tell him that you need to get that form, need to get it today.
Okay. Do we want to reset them just to make sure, or, and we would still need to dispose of the MTR somehow before?
I guess
April.
that you need to talk to the DA's office and decide what you want to do with the motion.
Ben, do you want us to reset it? Ben, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Ben?
Yeah.
Do you want to reset Mr. Neesham for one more setting before his case expires in April? Or you want
Have we
to look
already
at
filed
it?
a motion to revoke on him?
There is a motion.
Okay. Has he submitted his
He's back in
DWI?
compliance. He's done everything.
That class, correct?
Yeah, he's supposed to be sending me that today.
Okay.
So as long as I get that, I just didn't know if
Hold
you
on,
want
Maggie,
to.
1 second.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we can just reset it. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so could we just reset him to next week to February 18th?
Okay, February 18th, John.
He needs to send an email up here requesting a reset to February 18th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, you need to send the judge an email. Do you have that email address? The CCL one. What's the date again, Judge? 3/18?
Yeah, February 18th at 9 o'clock. And that needs to be in the email.
Okay, you got to put in the email to the judge that you're going to attend the Zoom court meeting on February 18th at 9 o'clock. And then let me give you the email address. You ready? CCL at austincounty.com. Okay, yeah, Austin County, CCL at austincounty.com. Yeah. Send that right now because he's going to hold this on the line until he gets that email.
If you have him on the phone, you may want to confirm an email because confirm a phone number. I'm sorry, when we called that number, it said it was not working.
Yes, sir. And your number is 979-251-1045. Okay. Who needs that number? I have it, so.
Okay, assuming we get that from Mr. Neesham, then I think the only one that was left was Veronica Mitchell. And like I said, she was set last week, and I can't remember now if, let's see, Ms. Lozano, do you remember, did she call us or did somebody contact her about being on today?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Well, you're gonna send that, no, you're gonna send that to me. I need the certificate. And then you need to send the email saying I'll be on the Zoom court on February 18th at 9 o'clock to the judge at that CCL.
They took care of the business. What could be withdrawn, and actually, I had to go to work. However, the charge here must also be dealt with.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's an email to that.
All right. And she didn't show up. So.
And I copied Ben, Sylvia, Laura.
Okay.
I think I did.
Okay. So I guess, I don't know, Mr. Nystrom, I don't know if you want to hold on or not, but I guess Sylvia and Teresa,
You send it.
you could all take off if you want to.
I haven't got nations yet.
Judge, Mr. Neesham had to hang up to be able to use his phone to send you the email. He couldn't do both, so I went ahead and, but I have his phone number.
Okay. Well, we have not, probably hasn't sent it yet, so we don't have.
Yeah, it'll be a few minutes.
Okay. All right. So other than that, I think we're done with the criminal docket.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Get that. We have the files for this afternoon.
I put up the right. I brought them in here. Right there. I still haven't gotten. No, I'll check. Right.
She's on there. She could be removed.
Who's she?
Kayla Porter.
Oh, shit.
As soon as she comes to court, say damn thing.
Sure, sure.
Judge, do you need me to get off of here, or you have something else going on?
We have a family law case starting up at 3.
I'm gonna send. Should we just? I think the guy's. He should send that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if he sends it, we'll reply. If he doesn't send it, we probably just issue a warrant for him.
Yes, sir. I'll call him in a little bit and make sure he sent it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh. What? Everybody by each other?
Yeah.
Well, just unmute yours.
Before we get started, just so I can identify everybody, Miss Barker, get you to unmute.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so you can have witnesses here today.
I do. I have witnesses. I have Mr. Thoreau.
Okay, and so I'm trying to connect people with screen names. So who is that Trent?
That's a child. And
okay.
The two children are on here, and I'm not sure they should be here.
Okay, is the father connected?
Yes, he's shown as Renee Gaskin, but he is Cheyenne Thoreau.
Here, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so then, Ms. Barker, who are going to be your witnesses?
Cheyenne Thoreau and myself for attorney's fees. And I had listed Connie Turner and Dorian as witnesses too, but I'm not sure they'll need to be called. I think it'll be myself and Cheyenne Thoreau.
Okay, now it says, I don't know if Connie Turner can hear. I see her on the screen, but it says you're connecting to audio. So I guess, Ms. Turner, if you can say something to see if we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I think a couple of you are too close to each other. That's not going to work. So first of all, try Connie Turner. If you can unmute yourself and say something. Need to unmute.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Now I can hear you. Okay. Okay. And then is there a, Ms. Barker, you said a Dorian?
That would be me.
Okay. And so you're on trying to identify. So you're listed as, is that S20 Ultra?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Barker said you might have Cheyenne Thoreau, Connie Turner, and Dorian.
Yes, and myself for attorney's fees.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes, and Tristan and Trent are on here because that's what the paperwork said, to have them ready for the Zoom meeting. It didn't even say us. So that's why they're on here.
Okay. Okay. And then, okay, so Miss Dorian Turner, were you going to call anybody as a witness?
Okay.
I'm sorry?
No, sir.
Okay, so where are Tristan and Trent now? Physically, where are they?
In the same room with us, just sitting in zipper position, so we're not close.
Okay.
Can he see you, Trent? Can you raise your hand?
Okay, see Trent and Tristan.
Tristan, can you raise your hand?
Okay. Okay, and so Miss Barker, did you plan to call either Tristan or Trent?
No, I did not.
Okay, and
this was a writ of habeas to return the children to the father.
Okay, and Miss Turner, were you going to call either Tristan or Trent?
Probably both of them.
Okay, so they will need to just go off into a different room so we can, and then we'll call them if we need them.
Okay. Tristan and Trent, go in the bedrooms, please. Close the doors. And you need to leave your phones in here until we call you.
So
Leave your phones up on the bar, one on one end, one on the other. Thank you. Okay, they're out of the room. You have to be out of the room. He asked you to leave the room. He doesn't want you hearing. Okay. He's going now.
Okay. All right, so then we'll get started on cause number. And for, I guess, how many people here have ever done anything by Zoom?
No, me. Never done anything by Zoom.
I have.
Okay, so Ms. Barker may be the only one. One of the things that's real important is only one person talk at a time. And you want to make sure that if you start speaking, nobody else is speaking. And so just don't join in. So I'll probably identify people and ask you to say something. All right, so this is cause number 2016L 6626, interest of Trent Thurio and Tristan Thurio. So, how do you say it? Thurio.
Mm-hmm.
Thurio.
Thurio.
Thurio. All right, so when I identify people, just state your name and you're here. First, Ms. Barker.
Yes, here, Your Honor.
And who you representing?
I represent the petitioner, Mr. Turo.
Okay, then I guess Cheyenne Turo.
Cheyenne Turo.
Your Honor.
Okay, and if you can just, we couldn't hear you that time, so yes, just say again that you're here with your name.
Here, Your Honor, Cheyenne Turo.
All right, and then see Dorian Turner.
Right here.
State your name.
Dorian Turner. Yeah.
And we could not hear what you said.
You have to be louder.
My
I said Dorian Turner.
Okay, heard you that time. And then Connie Turner.
Here, Connie Turner.
Okay. All right, and so Ms. Barker, what witnesses will you be using?
Myself and Mr. Turo, Cheyenne Turo.
Okay, and then Miss Dorian Turner, are you going to call any witnesses?
Probably both of the kids.
Okay. All right, so Connie Turner will not be a witness?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a witness too.
I was included. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I need somebody to tell me who is going to call. The only two people that can call witnesses are either Georgia Parker or Dorian Turner. So who's going to call? Who's going to call Connie Turner?
I will.
You have to state your name.
Dorian Turner.
Okay. All right, so if I can get Cheyenne Turo, Connie Turner, and Dorian Turner to raise your right hands.
And I will too for attorney's fees.
Do you and each of you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
So help me God. I do.
Okay. All right. And does anybody want the rule in place?
Yes, please. I would like to invoke the rule.
All right. So the rule means that a witness can't be listening when other witnesses testify. So right now that applies to Connie Turner. So Ms.
Okay.
Turner,
I'll leave the room.
you'll need to leave the room and somehow disconnect your audio.
I'll leave the room. She can call me back.
All right, Ms. Barker, what are you asking for today?
Okay, Your Honor, I have the petitioner's requested relief as P1 of the exhibits. We're asking that Connie Turner and Dorian Ashley Turner to return the children.
Wait, stop. There was something going on in the background, so I couldn't hear anything you said. Somebody else is making noise.
I think maybe she needs to mute. Connie Turner needs to mute.
That's who I'm using her mic because my mic's not working.
Okay, so Ms. Barker, if you want to try again.
Okay. Today we're here, Your Honor, to ask that Connie Turner and Dorian Ashley Turner be ordered to return Trent Taylor Turo and Tristan Turo to petitioner immediately. We're asking for my attorney's fees to be paid against the respondents, and that they be ordered to pay me directly, and I can enforce those at a judgment in my own name. And we're requesting post-judgment interest as allowed by law.
All right, and Miss Dorian Turner, what are you asking today? We can't hear what you're saying, Miss Turner. We cannot hear Miss Connie Dorian Turner. It says that she's connecting. All right, so Dorian Turner, see if we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I would like them to stay with my mom because that's what they want to do. They're not happy with at home with their dad. He says that the kids say that he doesn't spend any time with them. He's always at work, and that's their happier.
Wait. Hey, the court reporter cannot take down a single word you said. You talked way too fast. So you need to slow down and repeat what you said.
I said that the boys would like to stay here with my mom. That's what they asked to do. They called and asked Cheyenne if they could stay here. He said yes. And then all of a sudden he changed his mind and they want to stay here. I mean, I don't know what else. That's what they want. They're happier here with us.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Barker, you can call your first witness.
Okay, I'd like to call Cheyenne Turo. Please state your name.
My name is Cheyenne William Turo.
And what is your occupation?
I own a roofing company.
You what?
I own a roofing company. I'm a roofer.
Okay, and where do you live?
668 Orange Hill Road, Sealy, Texas.
And are you the petitioner in today's writ to return the children to you?
Yes, ma'am.
We filed a petition for writ of habeas corpus to return your children to you. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And would you state the names of your children and their ages?
It's Tristan Turo, he's 16, and Trent Turo, he's 17.
Okay. And if I could ask you about petitioners 1, exhibit petitioners 1, I pretty much read that into mentioned that to the judge when he asked what we were here for today. Is that your requested relief?
Yes, ma'am.
And if I could, Judge, we've also filed as petitioners 2 and petitioners 3 and executed return of service on Connie Turner as petitioners 2, and also petitioners 3 as the executed return of service on Dorian Ashley Turner. And those have been filed of record. Would you mind taking judicial notice of petitioners 2 and petitioners 3?
I'll take judicial notice of those 2 exhibits.
Thank you. And is there any objection? Also, I'd like to offer into evidence petitioners requested relief as petitioners 1.
Miss Dorian Turner, have you seen at exhibit number 1?
On the papers I got?
Yes.
Which one would it be? I got exhibit A. What is it on?
Well, how's that titled, Ms. Barker?
It's titled Petitioners Requested Relief. Your Honor, I believe we could, it's not important to have it entered into evidence because we've read it into the record as to what we need. If she can't find it, that's okay.
I mean, I got my papers right here. What page is it?
Well, we'll just keep going. So Ms.
Okay.
Barker.
Okay. Then Mr. Turo, we have listed as petitioners for a certified copy of the default final order in suit to modify the parent-child relationship. In that order, you're the petitioner, is that correct? Okay. Then.
Yeah, we did not hear the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In this certified copy of the default final order in suit to modify the parent-child relationship, which is signed by the judge of this court, Judge Leedy, on
I could take judicial notice of that.
September 21st, 2016. You were given sole custody of these children, sole managing conservator of these children, were you not?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And Dorian Ashley Turner was given supervised visits only, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And she was ordered also to pay some child support of $280.28. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you asking, now the supervised visits, there was no, on page 5 of 16, it was stated that there would be, that you, well, on page 4 of 16, you were to have possession of the children at all times in the absence of mutual agreement, and that conservators shall have possession of the children as set out. And at that time, on page 5 of 16, was she not given supervised visits?
Yes, ma'am.
With some limitations. Now, did the children, could you tell me what happened on November 16th of this year?
We had a birthday dinner for Tristan.
And who attended that? At that time, he was celebrating, what was his age? 16?
He just turned 16.
Okay. And did his mother attend?
Yes, ma'am. Her and her boyfriend.
Okay. And tell me what happened after that.
The boys asked if they could go for his birthday through Thanksgiving to go to the grandmother Connie Turner's, and I allowed them to go because they were going to go stay at Connie's.
Okay, and was Connie Turner the one who was supposed to be supervising the children then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And still does.
Then when was she supposed to bring the children back?
On the it was it was after Thanksgiving. It's supposed to be the 19th. It was right after Thanksgiving.
Okay, now did she bring the children back?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Turow, Thanksgiving was the 26th, so
I'm sorry,
what
the
day was
29th.
she supposed to bring
Hey,
the
wait,
children?
wait, stop. Okay, and Mr. Thoreau, you got to wait until Ms. Barker is done with her question. So Ms. Barker, can you re-ask your question?
Okay, Mr. Turo, if Thanksgiving was the 26th, when was she supposed to bring the children back to you?
The 29th, I apologize, the 29th.
Okay. And you expected the kids back on that Sunday, the 29th?
Yes, ma'am, so they could go back to school.
Okay, and did she bring the children back?
No, ma'am, because my wife and I and my 2 daughters caught COVID.
Okay, and then what did you decide to do to take care of the fact that you and your wife and 2 kids caught COVID?
We quarantined, and then they were supposed to come back on the 13th.
Of what month?
Of December.
Okay. Did they, okay, and that was for their safety, right?
Yes, ma'am, and so they can go back to school.
Okay, and during that time, were they going to try to go online school?
Yes, ma'am. During the time that we caught COVID and they said they caught COVID as well. They got transferred from being supposed to be in school back to online because they were on online before. Then they got put back in school because that's where they wanted to go. Then they got COVID, so we got them transferred back online.
Okay, wait a minute. They were supposed to come back on November the 29th, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did they come back?
No, ma'am.
Why not? Because you got COVID?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then when did you expect the children back after you quarantined? What date did you expect the children back in December?
On the 13th.
Okay. And did they come back on December 13th?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Well, they said that they were, they said they weren't coming back, that they were going to stay with their grandmother.
Can I say something?
No, right now you don't say anything. You'll be able to ask Mr. Thoreau questions and then you'll be able to testify later.
Okay.
Okay. And did they tell you that they had COVID on the 13th?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay.
Okay, we did not hear the answer.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then what happened on the 13th when they told you they had COVID? Did you allow them to stay there?
Well, that was before that. I don't know the exact date they said they caught COVID, but they were supposed to be back on the 13th.
Okay. And did they come back then?
No, ma'am.
And what happened? Did you tell them to come back? They had to bring them back, or what happened?
Well, Tristan had sent me a text message saying that they were not going to come back, that they were not coming back. They wanted to stay there with the grandmother and live there.
Okay. And did you consider that?
I thought about it for a minute, and then I thought for their best interest, I said no.
And why is that?
Because I believe personally that it should be the mother or father raising the kids, and I fought for custody of them. I fought for school to get help in school. I provided their own room for them. I've paid for health insurance for them, not on government aid. I worked my butt off for them, and I provided everything for them without a single penny from their mother or their grandmother. And I have rules. I make them go to church. I held them accountable. I make them do chores, and it's it's the opposite.
Well, why do you feel like it's not in their best interest to stay with their mother?
Well, first of all, I don't know where she lives, and second, she bounces all over the place, and she hasn't even had her daughter. The Connie's been raising her daughter, and she's not able to take care of them. She hasn't bothered to help. I've sent her back, you know, she just hasn't done anything to help. And I understand the boys love her, but I think structure, for their best interest. Dorian even told me, she looked me in my face one time and said, the boys are better off at your house. So,
Okay.
I think
And she has no rights to these children other than supervised visits. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So she's not following these orders, is she?
No, ma'am.
And she hasn't paid the child support properly either, has she?
Not consistently, no.
What happened, when did you, so they didn't come back on December the 15th. And then did they come back? What happened then? What about school? Are they going to school?
Well, I told them that I wanted them to go to school. We got them switched online, and they failed to log in. The teachers kept calling me. I told Tony, and by then Dorian quit responding to my text messages or phone calls. They were refusing to do it, and then I get a call from Sealy High School saying that they are going to unenroll them because they have not showed up or logged in, and then I get a call from Paducah High School saying that they're trying to enroll, and that they have some new religion is the reason why they can't cut their hair. So that's a lie, and they tried to take them out and enroll them in Paducah High without my permission or anything. And I fought for help for like 2 years. I fought to get him the help he needed. He finally got it, and now he's not in there.
In special classes for him?
Yes, he has some. He has some special.
And were they supposed to be going to school while they were visiting their grandma?
Yes, they were supposed to be logging in. At the very beginning, they missed 2 days. I talked to the school. They were allowed to miss to go for Thanksgiving. And in between that, we got them transferred back over to login online, and they had failed, and I can get record of that from the school. They failed to log in. Nobody over there made them do it.
So you're saying while they were in the custody of their mother just visiting, they didn't participate in school like they were supposed to online?
No, ma'am.
Yet they told you they were. Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but the school told you otherwise?
Yes, ma'am.
So basically, these children have not really been in school since November. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the judge return the children to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Instantly under this order where you have the rights to the children at all other times other than the supervised visits?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Trent's 17 and when will he be 18?
In June.
Okay, and when does he graduate from high school?
Not this year, but supposed to be next.
Okay, so he has one more year of high school. Were they telling you that they had the children enrolled in online school?
No, actually, my wife and I are the ones who got them put back in online school.
Okay, but they didn't attend.
They might have checked in like once or something, but they did not attend. No, they were not attending.
Okay, and are you concerned about them not having? Well, I guess really that's all we need of this witness, Your Honor, if I may pass him.
All right, so Miss Doreen Turner, you can ask questions of Mr. Cheyenne Yeah, Dorian Turner, you can ask questions of Cheyenne Two-Row, but at this time you're going to ask him a question, then you're going to let him answer the question before you ask the next one. And they need to be questions now, not statements. Okay, so
Cheyenne, the boys called you and asked you if they could stay, correct?
Yes, they did. Well, no,
And
I'm
you
sorry.
said yes, correct?
Listen, they texted me and said they were not coming back. And when they said that, I was heartbroken. I started like bawling my head off, and I said, look, I don't want to make you do anything. And then I did consider it. Then I thought about it. I thought, and I said, you know what? The structure, I remember, when y'all lived off Hillboat Road, I knew that y'all's house was the party house. I knew what I was allowed to do every time I was over at your house. I knew the stuff that went on in the house when the fence got burned down. So I said, no.
You said yes, and we were trying to put them in school, and you denied it from the Sealy school. You told them that we could not get any information from you from that school from you.
Actually, no, not correct. Actually, after I had told y'all no, and then 2 days later, they tried to take them out and enroll them. So that's not correct.
Do you want what's best for your kids and when they're happy?
I do want what's best for my kids, but being happy is not always what's best. At this age, structure and rules are what's best for them.
I know that. And never mind, I'm done. Go ahead.
All right, Ms. Barker, any other questions for Mr. Two-Row?
No, Your Honor. But would you like, I guess I could ask him, would you like for her to have to pay her attorney's fees, Mr. Two-Row?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you had to incur fees, did you not, to get these children?
Oh, yes. If you asked if I would like for her to, yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Barker, you can call your next.
Okay, I'd like to call myself for attorney's fees.
Okay, you may proceed.
Okay. I've been practicing in Texas since 1995. Other than the time that I went back to the oil business for several years. Other than that time period, I have practiced primarily in family law, and this case required special circumstances because it required this writ of habeas corpus to return the children. I believe my fees are reasonable and necessary. I bill at $275 an hour, and my paralegals bill at $125 an hour. And my paralegal has 25 years experience in this family law. And I believe that they're very fair, and really, after trying to find someone to replace me, I realized my fees are lower than most other attorneys around this area, where I practice out of Katy, I practice Harris, Fort Bend, Austin, and contiguous counties.
Okay, wait a second, Ms. Barker. Somebody's rattling something on a speaker, so whoever's doing that, we need them to stop. All right, so Ms. Barker, you can continue.
Okay. So I represented Mr. Two-Row in the original default order, and he's came back to me when he had this terrible problem of his children not coming back, and he was concerned for their safety and welfare due to the poverty of his grandmother that the children were staying with. I'm on a bill on an hourly basis, and my bills are attached to the as P5, which I'd like to offer into evidence. As P5, my invoices.
All right, and have you given that petitioner's number 5 to Miss Dorian Turner?
I think we sent her all the exhibits, Your Honor. I'd have to ask her if she has them.
So then, Miss Dorian Turner, do you have any objection to petitioner's exhibit number 5.
All I got is page 1 of 2 of the petition is the first thing she said. And then I got exhibit A, and that's the only one I got.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Barker, why don't you just testify as to the amount that's on the invoice?
All right, these invoices, I've only billed for 30 minutes for it, or they come up to a total of $1,770.78 is what I'm asking for in attorney's fees. That includes just 1/2 hour for today only, and the rest are reflected in these attorney's fees, and those are reasonable and necessary fees. It totals to $1,770.78, of which half of an hour of $275 is for today's appearance, or 275 divided by 2 is $137.50 for today. And the rest of that is reflected in these attorney's fees and these invoices. So it's a total of $1,770.78 in attorney's fees is what I'm asking for today, to have to file this petition for writ of habeas corpus, and to have these writs served, and to all the things are reflected in those attorney's fees.
All right, so Ms. Dorian Turner, do you have any questions you want to ask Ms. Barker?
Well, I don't have that type of money right now, so I don't know when you'll get paid for it.
Hey, do you have any questions you want to ask Ms. Barker?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
All right, so Ms. Barker, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then Ms. Dorian Turner, do you have any witnesses?
Mom, Connie Turner. Mm-hmm. Which one?
Again, Dorian Turner, you ask a question and let Ms. Connie Turner answer it.
And Mom, Connie Turner, did Cheyenne delete his Facebook and make him another one that
Hey,
didn't have
Ms. Dorian Turner, you got to slow down. Not only the court reporter couldn't take it down, I couldn't understand a word you're saying.
Okay.
Cheyenne has recently deleted his Facebook and made him a new one because it had guns on there, because he's a felon and he has guns on his Facebook account. Correct?
Nobody can understand what you're saying, so you got to slow down.
This Mom, I just want to get it over with. No, what? Because it's not going to happen anyway.
He's listening, so you just have to talk right. And
Mom, has Cheyenne recently deleted his Facebook and made him a new one because it has guns on his old Facebook? So
No object, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let her go ahead and ask the question. So,
has Cheyenne deleted his Facebook and added a new one because he has guns on his old Facebook and he is a felon?
Yes. And also his, what he said to me about the boy staying.
My phone just died.
Her phone just died. Can she go from mine and then switch it back to me? Okay.
Did the boys call Cheyenne and ask him if they could stay, and he said yes?
Yes, on December 13th, Tristan called and told him that him and Trent wanted to stay, and he said yes. On December 15th, he said he wanted to talk to the boys, but he really didn't want to have conversation with me. On the 16th, he said on the 15th, he was going into a meeting. On the 16th, he said he was waiting for his lawyer to get back with him and that he would talk to me when he got through doing that. I have my responses, but he erased the other responses. He told me that he didn't trust anybody, and just because I said I
Objection,
wasn't
hearsay.
going.
Okay, objections. Yeah, just so Connie Turner, just try to.
I have this in writing, so that's okay.
Okay, just try to answer directly the question that Dorian Turner asks.
Okay. So she asked me if there was any guns or anything on his original Facebook. There was, and then he deleted them. Then he deleted the whole
Objection,
Facebook.
non-responsive.
Yeah, and I think you answered that question already.
Okay. And it's under Cheyenne Thompson. Now, he sent a.
Let's wait till wait. We need Dorian Turner's next question.
Your next.
Did the boys sit down and tell you that they are not happy at home because Cheyenne's not hardly there?
Yes, they said that Cheyenne works a lot. Right now he's working a lot in Louisiana, so he's gone 3 to 5 days a week, comes home for a couple and then leaves again, and that they don't get paid a lot of attention.
Okay, I'll call the boys in here too, please.
Okay, well, first, Ms. Barker can ask questions of Connie Turner if she wants to.
Okay. Ms. Turner, did he ask you to return these children?
About the first or second week of January.
Why didn't you return the children?
Because he blocked me. He wouldn't talk to me. He told the boys that they needed to come back. My husband finally got a hold of him. I'm not sure of the day, but I can find it for you if you need it. And he said, we talked to a lawyer. The lawyer told us to go try to put him in school until either we resolve this issue. And Cheyenne denied it and said that I went up there and lied to the school about.
I didn't ask that. If you could just answer my questions that I asked, please.
Okay.
So you did not return the children when you were asked to return the children. Is that correct?
I couldn't return the children because Trent and Tristan would not get in the vehicle. And they've been asked several times to get in.
Please. Okay.
You want to know the truth?
Do you have any rights to these children under the order that was signed by the judge on the default final order?
Can I answer that truthfully, or do I just have to answer what you want to hear?
Well, I want you to answer truthfully. Are you one of the parties in this default order?
Default judge, the default thing in
Again,
there.
Wait. Again, just one person at a time. So did you understand the question she asked you, Ms. Connie Turner?
Okay. Repeat the question one more time.
Are you one of the parties listed in the judge's default final order dated that he signed on September 21st, 2016?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm in it.
Why do you think you have rights to these children?
Well, most of it is Cheyenne left when they were 2, when Tristan was 2 and Trent was almost 4. You want to answer? Let me answer. And didn't come back until they were 5. He got married to Sarah Turow in 2009 and didn't get a divorce from Dorian Turow until 2013. Do you want more specifics?
Why do you think that you have any rights to these children? I'm not asking about Mr. Turow. I'm asking about you. What rights do you have to these children?
Most of the time.
Wait. Stop. You know, there's too many people talking. So again, Connie Turner, you got to wait till Ms. Barker's done. Okay, she's done with her question.
You can say what you want to say on there.
Yes, I know.
Okay, Dorian Turner, you're not to talk right now. Okay, so Connie Turner, do you understand the question?
Do I feel like I don't have any rights? Well, according to Texas law, no. But I wasn't the one that left them when they were 2 and 4 years old. So.
Objection, Your Honor, asked and answered.
No.
All right, Ms. Barker, anything else?
No, I'll pass this witness.
All right, so Dorian Turner, do you have any other questions for Connie Turner?
No, not right now.
All right, Connie Turner, you have any other witnesses?
The voice?
Do I need to leave again?
No, you need to call the voice.
Trent and Tristan.
And before,
Trent and Tristan. I need you in here with your phone.
I got the phone.
Oh, you got the phone.
One of them.
and so now I hear from again, Dorian Turner and Miss Barker. So if we're looking at this court order that was signed back in 2016, what's going to be the relevance of what the boys have to say as far as that court order? So Dorian Turner, I'll hear from you first.
What was that again?
Okay, since we're looking at, there's a court order back in 2016 that set up the possession schedule of the boys. So what's going to be the relevance of the boys' testimony as to that order?
We need to know I guess how long you've been here. How
And-
long they've been here?
So, and Miss Connie Turner, I'm not talking to you now, so just talking to Dorian Turner.
I'm not
Dorian
getting what
Turner
you're
and Miss
saying.
Barker should be the only people we hear from right now.
Your Honor, may we ask that Connie Turner be put back?
Yeah, Connie Turner, you should be off the screen.
Okay.
Go away. Because she knew. So what are you asking me? I'm not understanding what you're asking of me.
Okay, what we're doing today is looking back at the court order from 2016 to decide where the boys are supposed to be under that order.
Yeah, they're supposed to be with Cheyenne, but they don't want to be with Cheyenne.
Okay, and there's
Because
things
I
that
took care of them most of their lives, and he just recently got them, and they're not happy there.
okay, and if there are things you can do, you can try to modify that order if you want, or you can
He
come
knows
to.
I don't have the money like that to do that, so that's why he's doing this right here.
Okay, well, I was trying to explain. If you don't want to hear my explanation, then I need to hear why should the boys testify as to the validity of an order.
Because I can't get these two big kids in my car if they don't want to get in there and go to their dad's house. I can't hear you, sir.
You're muted, Judge. There we go. Okay.
All right, so again, the issue today is just about this court order from 2016. So my question to Dorian Turner is, what's the relevance of the boys' testimony as to the 2016 order?
They want to be here with me and my mom.
Okay, and so like I was saying, you can see about modifying the order.
Okay.
But we're just here today to see about enforcing it.
Can the boys talk so they can tell you?
I'm going to object to the relevance, Your Honor, of that.
That's
Okay, so that'd be sustained. Okay, so Dorian Turner, do you have anything else you want to say?
Can my boys talk
To
Okay.
you?
to you?
Well, if you did a motion to modify that order, then we could set up something where they would talk to me, but that's not relevant to today's hearing.
Okay, so what is today's hearing? What do we need to do from here?
Okay, today's hearing is looking back at that 2016 order, decide where the boy's supposed to be under that order, and are they there?
No, they're not. They're here with me.
They're at my house.
Okay.
So I need to go and do a motion to modify for my kids to talk to you.
Yes.
Okay. And do I have to take them back today, or what do I need to do?
Well, I'm gonna wait for closing arguments, so don't know yet. So I guess, Ms. Barker, do you want to?
My voice will
Your
tell
Honor,
you they will not go back. I can't take them back if they're not wanting to go back. And Cheyenne even told the boys himself that he knew that they weren't happy there since day one.
Did you want me to say something?
Yes, Ms. Barker, if you have a closing.
Okay, Your Honor, I'd just like to say that default final order in the suit to modify the parent-child relationship that was signed by you in September 21 of 2016 is clear on its face that the children are supposed to be with Mr. Turo and not with Dorian, or not with Connie Turner, and not with their mother. And I would ask that the children be returned to them, and that if mom wants to file
He will have to come get him if he wants them then.
If mom wants to file the proper pleadings to have modification, she can do that. And we believe that the children should be returned instantly to dad, and that she be ordered to drive them to dad's
I don't have any
residence.
money to get him there, so that ain't gonna happen. If he wants them, he'll have to come get them.
And I also believe it's definitely in the best interest of the children to be returned to their father. And we're asking for attorney's fees in the amount of, we also, by the way, Judge, filed a proposed order yesterday. And in that order, we asked for $1,770 in attorney's fees. And it was we also asked in the writ that the officers return the children to them. Let me find my order here.
Mark, you will.
That's to your home.
I walked away. So we're asking for attorney's fees, and we're asking that the children be returned to dad. Here it is. Okay. And that Connie Turner and Dorian Ashley Turner are ordered to deliver the children, Trent Taylor Turo and Tristan Taylor Turo, to the possession of Cheyenne Turo at 668 Orange Hill Road, Sealy, Texas, 77474. Instantly. These kids need to be in school. They've been out of school since November. And that's one of the most important things for the children is to be in school. We're asking that the clerk of this court immediately issue a writ of attachment commanding any sheriff or constable within the state of Texas to take their bodies, Trent and Tristan, and deliver them to Cheyenne Turo at the same address. We're asking for a judgment of $1,770.78 for legal services rendered, and the judgment should bear an interest of 6% per year, compounded annually from the day of the judgment that it's signed. We're asking that it be awarded against Connie Turner and Dorian Ashley Turner, for which let execution issue. And I'm asking that I be able to enforce that judgment in my own name by any means available for the enforcement of the judgment. And I believe it's clear that they've just blatantly disobeyed this court and this court's orders. And that's all I have. I can rest. They just need to file the proper pleadings if they want to change any of the terms of the last order.
So Ms. Dorian Turner, you have an argument on why what Ms. Barker is asking for should not be granted.
Yeah, I mean, my kids don't want to go back. I mean, and Cheyenne won't even talk to the boys or me. And I mean, the boys are right here. If you want to talk to them, I mean, you can ask them any questions you want to. They will not go back. They do not want to go back. One's 16 and one is 17. They're grown almost.
Okay. All right, well, based on the pleadings are on file today, I'm going to grant the petitioner's relief and sign that order for the return of the children. So anything else
Well,
today?
I can't get him back home. If Cheyenne wants him, he's gonna have to come get him.
Okay.
I got another daughter here that I have to be here for school and everything. Since Cheyenne won't let them be in school, I mean, it was that easy. Just sign him into school while they were here, and he couldn't even do that.
Okay. So anything else today?
No.
Not going back.
Okay.
No, Your Honor.
All right. You're all excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, today.
Dang, go back today. I'm not going back at all.
This just cost me $2,000.
He said what?
Her lawyer fees.
It's what, 1,700? Did you tell him that he asked for 4,000? Did you tell him that he asked for 4,000? That's what I'm saying.
Jay won't let you say anything like that, Mom. You
it
can't.
in.
It doesn't matter. It's I object. I object. See, that's the bullshit. That's bullshit. They want to ask a question. You can't answer.
I thought at the end, quit getting mad. I thought they said Connie Turner could get him back. Hey, I'll go.
I'm not going back, man. Yeah, I will.
Well, you ain't pushing me. I'm just telling you that's probably what they'll do. And they'll probably tell me that I have to bring you back. I'll say, well, that's a little hard to do because I have no driver's license. Where's the key? Look at Mom, it took off with my lighter. God damn it, go get my lighter. Yep. Your daddy probably tried to call you now. And you can tell him. Where's going? Haley's behind me? Yeah. Behind me over there or right here?
Behind. She went on this one over here.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna put RC first.
The boys have to go back.
The boys do. Why? Where? But there's not. Why didn't you? Why aren't they allowed here?
Huh?
Why aren't they allowed here?
Tristan says he's not going.
Do they have to?
I'm not gonna forcibly force him.
Does he have to?
Who? Yeah, that's what Judge said.
He has to go back.
Mom.
Told you. Told you. Tristan don't have to go back.
When? I said today. But that ain't happening. Good. Man. You may not have a choice, or the law will take him out. Okay. Where you going now? I'm gonna go try and get my cigarette. Y'all let me show her. You going in? Okay. Here, I got it. The brother's really upset. Flavored 100. And there's 6 packs of Dr. Pepper. Here, you want to carry me? Oh, shit. Don't go in there and get me some of that. Where they at? At back. There were like right behind that other cash register over there. You'll see it'll be right as you get right behind it. You'll see it right in there. One or two of the yeah. What?
Did Nana pick you up already?
Yeah.
All right, tell her, never mind. I was just wondering. Tell her I'm already at the house.
What?
I'm already at the house.
Who's at the house? Who is? Aiden. Okay. Thank you. You have to see River. Yeah.
She homeschooled her kids. Huh? Alyssa homeschooled her kids. Who did? Alyssa. Is she now? Yep. She homeschooled it. Well, I know she homeschooled Scarlett.
I didn't think she did Brandon because he's the full mascot. Is she now?
All I know is she homeschooled Scarlett. You still have the water, baby?
Nope. Oh, she's fine.
Haley, that's 3 days. Kentucky Road, 2 days.
So, your dad didn't do anything yet? No, he didn't tell me to. I didn't think of it. You'll have to go get some. That highway patrol is sitting down there right by Family Dollar.
Lily.
Does he drive a SUV or does he drive a? I never even seen it.
What? You need to learn how to do that.
Then pick up nice.
Oh, you got this for me?
There you go. You share it with Haley. You get 2 apiece. And then bring it back on. What happened to the other one, Haley?
What?
There's only 2 in here.
What?
I got 3.
Another bag.
Hmm?
Another bag.
You took that one. So Tristan tell you. So what did they say when he said that they would go back? They would send the law for him? No. Don't they have to cover these papers before they have to go back?
Never had to do this.
I never either. But you getting upset and getting. I know because he was lying. I know he was lying. I don't know why he thinks it was a party house in Sealy. Where else was he saying it was a party house? In Houston?
Yeah, we think that. When I was 15 years old.
When what?
When I was 15 years old.
You were older than that when you met him. You were 16 when you were going to Calvary. Where is my phone? In the car. Oh, here it is. What else did he lie about? So it's all
She
right.
always objected what I have to say, but she let him fucking talk.
Yeah.
Who, the judge? That's hearsay. No, not the judge. It's fucking stupid ass, ugly ass woman.
Oh, that's here. You should have said that's hearsay.
I object. That's hearsay.
Huh?
Baby, you want to bake it in? Huh? You want to bake it some? Huh? You want to? Mama, guess what? Katie came over to help you today. 2 times. 2 times.
She's into hugging.
I didn't. Katie was like, Katie was like this. When you see that girl on the left side, so she walks like this in the hallway. And you see it to the right, and then you look on it. Oh,
If you'd just calmed down and thought, you'd say, Cheyenne, how old were you when your mother and father kicked you out of the house?
I won't let you do that shit, Mom.
Why not? They let him do it.
When I object, that's not what we're talking about. Because Mom couldn't even be in here. She couldn't even be in here.
Oh, you.
I was right at what I could hear, but my hearing's so bad I couldn't hear. Hold on.
What, Dad, make each other home?
Huh?
They make each other home?
No.
No, I had to go in the other room. But he said Hillman. Where did Trent get Hillman? Was he talking about Houston?
Who said Hillman?
Cheyenne.
When?
Talking about my house always being the party house. I don't see why he thinks Sealy was the party house.
He didn't say that. He said in Houston.
Did you bring up the gummy?
Didn't want to hear that they got married in 2009 and he got a divorce from you in 2013, did he? She said hearsay. No, that's not hearsay. That's on the record.
It doesn't matter about Trent because Trent can live.
So I bet you $1 he hasn't moved those guns out. I ought to call and tell him to go get those guns because I don't think he's in home. I think he's in Louisiana.
That's why he's sitting in the truck. You see the background.
Mm-hmm.
I'll work my body off if he wanted to.
Judges that which one I could like to get the gummy too.
Redwood.
When you wanna go.
Yeah, did you have 6 kids?
Huh?
Don't you have 6 kids?
Who? Me? Yeah. 3 girls, 3 boys.
Okay.
If Erin had had all her babies, she would have had. If Erin would have had all of her, she would have had 8. No, 9. She lost another one before she was married to your dad.
I know what? I know she lost twins.
She lost twins right before you. And then she lost one between Hannah and Cameron.
All her kids then go to.
You name all their kids?
Yeah.
You know everybody?
He said, what right do you think you have? I said, well, probably because we've had them since they were 2 and 4, and he wasn't around until they were 9 and 11. All he's doing, he's going to make them where they're so mad at him, they won't cooperate with him.
Yeah,
and Trent apologized just to get his phone back.
To apologize to who?
Your daddy. Because you know the first thing he's going to do when you get back there is take the phone.
What did Trent do?
Huh?
You're gonna you're be called
They don't matter.
That's what I said.
Man, I was living by myself. My baby.
Better make some.
At 14 years old.
Where
How
was
Lisa does.
Oh, Haley got yours.
No, you got mine yours.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mine. Did you get me some?
What?
Why?
You get 2.
That's it?
And Aiden gets 2 and Trent. I thought he was here.
His house.
Huh?
He's at his house. He wants you to take him his controller. Can you take it to him?
He didn't ask me that. Not right this second. You can wait. That highway patrolman's out in town today. I had never seen that highway patrolman in town.
I seen him yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I knew.
Give me one.
And then you want to
Come on.
Hey, what you doing?
So what else did he lie about? Huh? Did he say that he didn't? I want to know, did he say he didn't give you permission to stay here?
No, he said yeah.
Who is that?
Hot. It's hot.
Oh, baby, what?
They're good, baby.
What'd you say?
But they told us we had to take him back immediately. Is that what they said? Huh? I didn't hear.
I didn't hear. Oh, I can't hear.
It's not your son. But it's not something.
I miss you.
I knew they shouldn't have let you make the closing argument. I would have made the closing. I would have said, if you're really interested in the boys' welfare, you should have listened to what they have to say and what they audio recorded and what Cheyenne's texted them. But instead of doing
I have to
that,
do that. I have to go to the Wi-Fi.
we have to save it all though. But Cheyenne was crapping his pants when you said, well, there was guns on that Facebook page. I don't think there was any left on there, but
Not no more. Delete all of them.
but if they go into his cloud, they'll find it.
Come on. Gotta eat what?
He puts his other milk on.
Okay.
No, that's mine. It's going in my cuddle.
Come on.
And then my mom fixed it. You make me some more?
There's bacon up there. You gotta cook it. You gotta take it on the harvest.
What? So I get you just like everybody else does. Haley has another one for you. Oh, you already ate one? How many did you eat? Huh? Okay, then where'd the other 2 go?
There's 2 up here. These are mine though.
He ate one there. It's cat.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. Yeah,
Okay.
There's one there. Don't open that one here. Take this one.
Okay.
And was on.
I'm good. I can make bacon. No. You can make bacon?
Boy, I don't know.
Me neither, but I'm gonna try it.
Did you see Princeton?